We're good.
Okay.
Welcome everybody onto the campus of Frederick Community College. Matt Trudell and Mark Winkle here with you today for the first semifinal of the Women's Region 20 Division II tournament, where the number 4 Howard Community College Dragons take on the CCBC Essex Knights. Mark, how you doing today?
Feeling great. We got a whole day of basketball, 4 straight games today. Can't be more excited about what we're going to be able to witness in here in the beautiful arena of Frederick Community College. It's going to be a great day of basketball.
Dragons come in today 18-7 on the season. They just beat Chesapeake College in this building on Tuesday night, 57-41. Completed a season sweep of the Skipjacks. Both games won by 16 points. Pretty good performance by Kalani Corcoran, both defensively and offensively, but they have a tough task today. The Knights come in 30-1 on the season. They played on Tuesday night. They beat the CCBC Catonsville 119-55. Their leading scorer, Faith Blackstone, 19.1 points per game. The Dragons have Nakiah Smith, 14.8 points per game. What do you expect out of this game today?
Yeah, to say it's a tough task, that's an understatement to say the least. It's going to be incredibly tough. Now, keep in mind that the Dragons have actually been one of the teams that have held these Knights to being a close game. Like one of the few teams that have been able to hold these Knights to a close game. It was a 20-point game, but still it was close throughout. The Knights kind of pulled away late in the game, but Howard actually led in the first half. You know, we're talking about a Knights team that's beating teams by 100 sometimes and often beating everybody by 50. So the Dragons match up pretty well against these Knights. If anybody can really give them a run, I really think that Howard could do it. But we'll see which teams show up today for sure.
If the Knights come into today averaging 92.7 points per game, that is very impressive. They only give up 53 points per game. The Dragons, on the other hand, they average 63.3 points per game and give up 51. So two pretty good defensive teams. Definitely the Knights, more of the scoring powerhouse. But the Dragons play very tough defense, and they make your night a little bit more frustrating.
Yeah, for Howard, you have to keep it a low-scoring game. That's the only chance you have. If the Knights start shooting lights out like they can, they start hitting those baskets, it's going to go in favor of the Knights. If Howard can find a way to slow down Essex to really keep the score, below like 70 or so, 80, 70, Howard has a chance to stick with this. The key is that the Knights they are the quickest team in the region by far. They love to run up and down the court. They love to full court press. They love to shoot the three-pointers quickly. For Howard, they typically play in that 2-3 zone defense. They've got to be able to cover the three-point line against Essex. If you're able to get out there, try to contest those three-pointers of the Knights, don't allow them to have any fast break baskets, don't give the ball away, you have a chance to hang with the number 2 team in the nation in these Knights, and that's the key. If you do that, you can stay with them.
All right, let's get into the starters for the Dragons, the number 4 seed. Starting number 1, Nakiah Smith. Number 21, Micaiah Mallett. Number 12, Julia Harrington. Number 15, Kalani Corcoran. And number 23, Sydney Harmon. For the Knights, number 2, Tiffany Hammond. Number 3, Anasia Staten. Number 5, Tyler Gray. Number 12, Faith Blackstone. And number 33, Bianca Glover. The Dragons are already out on the court. They are coached by head coach Aaron Barnes, assisted by Connor Rice, Lamont Vaughn, and Chantrell Oliver. The Knights are coached by head coach Mike Sini, and he's assisted by Precious Palmer, Tyreek Cephas, and Arthur Fitzhugh. Dragons are out on the court. Like I said, Sydney Harmon is going to take the opening tip-off of this game. And we're waiting to see who she's going to go up against. My guess is probably Bianca Glover.
That's a good guess. When you're standing at 6'2", that's a good person to put out there for the tip-off.
And two contrasting styles, good defenses, but the Dragons, I think, in order to stay in this game, need to slow this game down, play it at their pace, because if they're going to be running back and forth all game long, it's going to be very tough.
And again, it's all about taking care of the basketball. Essex loves to go for that full court press, like I said, get the turnovers, get their layups. If Howard can take care of the ball and not turn the ball over, then you can make sure that, utilize that forward advantage at times, that size that they have, and work the ball into the paint, get their baskets there.
We are underway. Knights get the first possession. Blackstone for three, misses it. Battle for the rebound. Micaiah Mallett pulls it down. She's moving it up, gets it to Sydney Harmon, gets smacked out of bounds, but it will remain Dragons ball.
And Micaiah Mallett is one of those players. She's a forward. She plays the forward often, but there are sometimes she's got those guard skills. She can drive, she can dribble through, she can pass. She's got some great vision. It's just a versatile player that the Dragons really lean on at times for their offensive production.
Micaiah Smith gets a pick from Sydney Harmon. She's going to shoot a three just off the back iron. Battle for the rebound. Harrington gets her hands on it, but it goes off of number 5, Tyler Gray, so it will stay with the Dragons.
And that was a really good job by Harrington to chase that down. I think she actually controlled that to the point where she tipped it off of the Essex player intentionally. So good to see Harrington bring that energy early.
And then a second possession for the Dragons here. Micaiah Mallett over to Corcoran. Corcoran's going to drive baseline, picks up her dribble, gets it back out to Mallett. Mallett with 6 seconds left has to get it to Micaiah Smith. Micaiah Smith shoots a deep three and in. First points of the game. Micaiah Smith, 3-0 Dragons.
And that's what the Dragons need. They need somebody to step up offensively, and it's going to probably have to be Micaiah Smith.
Missed three from the Knights. Staten gets another shot at it, misses that. Offensive rebound is missed, and Sydney Harmon pulls it down.
We talk over and over, Essex loves to shoot those quick threes. 0 for 3 so far, but rest assured that they are going to fall for these Knights. They are some of the best shooters that you will see in the region, and they've got shooters up and down the roster, the incredible depth that the Knights have.
Coach Barnes calls out a play. Smith gets a pick from her teammate. Wild shot off the backboard, misses. Battle for the ball down low. Micaiah Mallett gets it, gets smacked out of bounds. Blocked by the Knights and number 33, Bianca Glover. So Dragons will have 20 seconds on the shot clock when we're back underway. A little clarification from the refs.
Gotta say, love to have a professional table crew here tonight. It's sometimes it's a luxury in the junior college level, but we certainly have one here, and it's going to be needed for these playoff basketball games, so great to see that out here.
Yes, we're in the first of 4 games today. First 2 games are the women's semifinals, followed by the men's later tonight. In the corner, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Micaiah Smith has it, gets a pick from Harmon. Gets it over to Harmon. Harmon has to get it up. Nope, Micaiah Smith. She throws up a wild shot, hits the rim, misses it. Rebounded by Gray of the Knights, and she's pushing it up the sideline. Now Blackstone. Stay in. Step back. Nope, she's going to get it over into the corner. Gray for 3, misses everything, and rebounded, but it's thrown in, and Micaiah Smith gets the steal. She almost loses it, but Micaiah Mallett is able to recover, and then she throws it out of bounds. It's a little too much pressure. Felt a little rushed.
Yeah, for Howard, you're absolutely right. There's no reason to rush that, to just hold on to it an extra second, settle it down, but I think that's a lot of that is on Smith. And she's the point guard of the Dragons. She's the ball handler for 38 to 40 minutes a game. She just needs to go to her fellow teammates and be like, just give me the ball, let me take care of it. And speaking of ball handling, watch Tyler Gray here. She has just got everything you want out of a point guard. Great dribble drive ability, great vision, also a really good shooter.
Hammond gets it to Blackstone. Blackstone drives baseline, misses the shot, rebounded by Staten. And now at the Gray. Hammond down low to Glover. Glover takes it baseline, has to pick up her dribble. Now Gray for 3, and she misses that. Rebound goes. They're going to call a foul on the Dragons.
You know, you can tell it's playoff basketball. You've got 2 girls that are just jumping and diving for the ball. Harmon just came flying through trying to grab that rebound. Unfortunately for her, Staten was there just a little bit quicker and had the inside position, but just love to see the hustle and effort on every player right now.
On the inbound, Staten left open for 3. Oh, nope, 2. They call it a 2. So 3-2. Dragons are protecting a 1-point lead. 6:50 left in the first quarter. Now the full court press for this Knights team. And it's thrown away by Corcoran. Glover gets the steal. Hammond pushes it up the court. Gets over Stetton. She fakes the pass. Now back to Hammond for 3. And she hits that. So a little cold to start, but 2 shots in a row. 5-3. The Knights are up. Now Mallett gets a pass from Smith. It was a no-look pass. Mallett takes it in, gets blocked, and it's stolen away by Gray. Blackstone going to take it all the way, and she gets fouled.
Faith Blackstone, the former Syracuse University star.
Foul's going to be on Kalani Corcoran. That's her first.
Certainly one of the players to keep an eye on is Blackstone. Just one of those players. She can do everything on the court. She just really can. She can rebound, she can block, she can steal, she can shoot, she can get to the rim. She can literally do anything you want out of a basketball player on the court.
She averages 19.1 points per game, 81% from the free throw line. And she misses one of them, rebounded by Harrington. So
honestly, there's a good argument that she could be the MVP of the entire nation at the Division II level.
Yeah. Micaiah Mallett now gets it down low baseline, and then a travel is going to be called on, I believe, Cindy Harmon.
Oh, I see. It was a
travel on the Knights.
Yeah.
So they got the steal, and then there was
a travel on it. Yep.
Sydney Harmon comes out of the game for Sarah Deese. Inside, and Harrington can't handle the inbound pass. It goes out of bounds.
Yeah, but that's on Corcoran. She had that pass a little bit low and was skipping, and that's just a hard catch for anybody to grab, especially when you're under the basket and trying to see around your defender. It's just got to be a better pass from Howard.
Blackstone gets it to Gray. Gray over to Hammond for 3. She misses that short. Rebound offensive goes to Gray, and Hammond gets another shot at it and hits that one. Timeout called by Coach Barnes and the Dragons. It's a 30-second timeout. So we're going to stay with you.
And that's just the Essex style. You see them just shoot, shoot, shoot. Coach Cini loves to see how many shots he can get up in a game. He takes pride in how many three-point shots he can get up in a game actually from his team. And they do a good job of getting offensive rebounds, giving them that extra opportunities. And again, they get so many turnovers on defense. They play so quick that they're just able to keep getting these shooting opportunities. Eventually, those shots will fall. They're too good at shooting, and they're going to hit. And once they do, it's just that snowball effect that keeps going.
This first timeout, Dragons only have 6 shots versus the Knights have taken 11. The big difference in this game so far, 4 turnovers for the Dragons, but that led to 8 points off of turnovers by the Knights. It's all but one of their points, the other one coming from the free throw line. And they are dominating the offensive glass. 6 offensive rebounds to the Dragons 2. We're back on our way, it looks like. Oh. They're clarifying the score right now at the scorer's table. They're asking if it was a 3-point shot or a 2-point shot early on. Yep. All right, a clarification. A 2-pointer, 2 threes, and a free throw equals 9 points. Dragons hit their 3-pointer. So now Dragons will have possession after that little break. And now Kaya Smith gets it inside, smacked away, stolen away by this Knights team. Gray shoots the short 2, gets the offensive rebound, and now Staten for 3. Misses that, another offensive rebound. Hammond over to Staten, she has another 3 and misses that one, rebounded by the Dragons. Very lucky on that one, the Dragons are. The offensive rebounds are killing them right now, but they are only down 6 points. Corcoran now over to Deese, looking to get it inside to Harrington. Bounces it out to Smith. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Smith Corcoran for three. Just misses it, a little too strong, but the rebound goes to Deese, and now Kaya Smith will have a three-point shot. She misses that. Micaiah Malik gets the offensive rebound, and she loses control of it.
I'll tell you what, we're seeing a lot of offensive rebounds right now. Both coaches are going to get on their teams for not getting those defensive boards and allowing all these second chance opportunities.
Ashley Dickey, number 10, comes into the game for the Knights along with Cassandra Hawthorne.
And I was telling you pregame, Ashley Dickey is one of my favorite players in the entire region to watch. She is just a dynamic point guard. She plays so hard. She can just drive through any defense, gets to the rim. She's just a fun player to watch.
A lot of respect for the full leg sleeve as well. Dickey now with the ball, gets it over to Hammond. Hammond shoots a three with the hand in her face, misses it. Offensive rebound to Blackstone. And she gets it to Staten. Staten shoots a three, and she hits that one. Kaya Smith now, team down 9, gets it to Micaiah Mallett. Now Deese, now Corcoran, and they're able to set. 10 seconds going off the shot clock already though. Mallett's gonna drive on Hawthorne, picks it up, gets it to Corcoran. Corcoran gets a nice friendly roll and hits a three, so it's 12-6. Blackstone now with the Knights, and a carry is called. And Micaiah Mallett comes out for Sydney Harmon.
Yeah, for the Dragons, it's all about their forward depth. They've got 3 really good forwards, and they just keep rotating them around. And Howard just needs to keep working the ball inside. Can't rely on long passes, or excuse me, long shots all day.
A steal by the Knights, and Dickey takes all the way, misses the layup, sorry. And the rebound goes to Kaya Smith, and then they are going to call a foul. Foul's going to be on number 25, Cassandra Hawthorne. That is her first. Coming into the game, Heather Middleton.
And Middleton's another player to keep an eye on.
For 3 points.
I'll tell you what, she shoots some of the longest three-pointers I've ever seen. She's shooting NBA three-pointers out here. And if she's in the offensive half of the court, she's a threat to make a three-pointer. I'm just telling you right now, just be ready for it.
Kaya Smith comes down with the long pass from Corcoran, misses the layup. And now Hawthorne heading the other way for the Knights. And it gets knocked out of bounds. Dragons.
And that's just great defense by Howard. They recognized that Hawthorne had dribbled herself into the corner, trapped her there, no way to get out of it. She was lucky to keep possession for her team, but Coach Sini not happy with the fact that his team is just not moving the ball quickly enough. Keep hearing him say over and over, they're in a zone, move the ball, because the zone is just going to consistently move to where the ball is. So if you move the ball faster than they can shift around to it, you're going to find open looks. But if you just dribble right into it, get into traps, you're going to find yourself into a position where you might turn the ball over.
Now Knights 11-0 on points off turnovers. So all of their points other than that free throw came off turnovers. They have forced 7 turnovers for the Dragons. They've only committed 4 themselves.
Again, we talk about it over and over. Howard just has to limit the turnovers. They have to. Giving up 7 in 7 minutes, you're talking about a turnover a minute. That's not a way to win a game, plain and simple.
And the past few minutes of this game, it's been playing the way the Knights want to play. So they really got to slow it down once they get it across the midline.
Yeah, they're still not hitting the shots at the rate that they usually do. But you're right, the pace of the game and everything going on, and everything else is in the Knights' favor. And speaking of which, there's the make right there.
Tiffany Hammond hits the 3, makes it 15-6. Dragons bench wanted to travel. Deese, now it's out of bounds. Dragons have another turnover. Faith Blackstone's coming back into the game for the Knights for Anasia Staten. Ashley Dickey gets the inbound, brings it up the court. 2:45 left in this first quarter. 9-point lead by the number 1 seed. Hawthorne misses the 3, gets her own offensive rebound. Bounces over, and they're going to call a foul on Julia Harrington. That is Harrington's first foul. Micaiah Mallett comes in for her.
We talk about the depth of these two teams. Howard basically running a six-person rotation. Essex, they can go 10, 12 deep easily, so you'll see Essex making, as many of the substitutions as they want, but they can just leave these players on the court if they want to. Howard has to constantly be making subs just to keep those 6 players fresh. Occasionally they'll get a 7th in there and Rachel Bynum, but for the most part it's just these 6 that we've seen in the game so far.
Good job by the Dragons defense, knock it out of bounds. There's 4 seconds on the shot clock, so the Knights have to get it off rather quick. Middleton's looking to inbound it, throws it into Blackstone. Blackstone turns around, gets it blocked by Sydney Harmon, and Kaya Smith comes down with it.
And that's just great defense by Harmon. Didn't get faked out by the move by Blackstone and just stayed in great position, clean block.
Good pick set by the Dragons. Kaya Smith hits the open shot. And that's a big possession there because the Dragons didn't have to face the full court press. Now Middleton, deep 3, misses it. Rebound goes to Hawthorne. Hawthorne gets fouled.
You mean a deep 3 for other people, a normal 3 for her.
Very true. Foul's going to be on Sarah Deese. That is her first.
4 fouls for Howard in this first quarter, only 1 against the Knights.
Staten and Gray come in for Hammond and Hawthorne. It's a real benefit when, one, not only do you have the depth, but you have the quality depth to really not take much of a step back when you have bench players. What a pass by Dickey. Blackstone misses it, ruins her assist, and misses the putback. Kai Smith's on the ground, and they call.
And was it? Yeah, I believe that was a held ball. I didn't really see the thumbs up.
Yeah, I thought they were giving her the timeout.
Again, in women's basketball, if the referee blows his whistle, I'm just assuming that it's going to be a held ball at this point.
Kaya Smith dribbles through 3 defenders, gets it to Harmon. Harmon gets it, and they are going to call a foul, so a chance at a 3-point play. Fouls on number 11. That is Heather Middleton. That's her first foul. And Sydney Harmon has a chance to make it a 3-point play. She is coming into today a 57% free throw shooter. And she nails it.
And so far, the Dragons are getting exactly the Nikaya Smith that they needed. 4 rebounds. She just got her first assist on that one. 5 points, and it's just being a playmaker for them.
And Staten throws it away, so it will be a turnover by the Knights. Smith, I don't know what she was doing. She tried to steal it and knocked it out of bounds.
That was just not a smart move. If you just leave the ball alone, it's going to be Howard ball. Instead, she tried to push it to see if she could grab it and go for a quick layup, instead giving the ball right back.
All right, Tyler Gray now with the ball for the Knights, running point. Staten inside the zone, finds her spot, misses it. Rebound goes down to Kaya Smith. She's going to get blocked heavily by Blackstone. She's able to get by her. And now half-court offense, under a minute left in this first quarter. Dragons are down by 4 points to this Knights team, looking for an upset here in the Region 20 tournament. Smith passes it to Harmon. Harmon, mid-range jump shot in and out. Blackstone with the rebound for the Knights. Staten over to Blackstone. Blackstone for 3, and she hits that one. Builds her lead back up to 7 points for this Knights team. 27 seconds left. Deese gets it. She gets it smacked away, and they're going to call foul. Foul on Sarah Deese. That is, I believe, her second foul.
That is her second, so she's going to have to come out.
And Rachel Bynum comes out.
And that's the biggest shortcoming of this Howard team, is that in terms of just pure ball handlers and point guard skills and all that, you've got Nikaya Smith, and that's pretty much it. You know, Sarah Deese, she's a really good shooter, but not necessarily a point guard type. Same thing with Rachel Bynum. So when you're being full course pressed like that, you know, it can't just be Nikaya Smith. She's got to be able to pass to somebody else, and Essex knows it. They're taking advantage. So as soon as Smith passes it off to a teammate, they are swarming whoever that is. We've seen Corcoran turn the ball over multiple times doing that. Now we see Deese doing the same thing. Dragons have to find a better way to get through this full court press.
Yeah, Nyla Thomas got injured earlier this season. She gave Kaya Smith a little bit of reprieve in the point guard position, but knocked out of bounds by Tyler Gray. Will stay with the Dragons. They have 11.9 seconds left till the end of this first quarter. They can hold it for the last shot. Corcoran gets it into Kaya Smith. She wants some help from Sydney Harmon. Good switch by the Knights, and Kaya Smith throws it out of bounds. 3.4 seconds left for this Knights team. They're by 9. They can stretch it to double digits here at the end of this first quarter.
And that's just the swarming defense of the Knights. Again, they're trying to stop Nakaya from being able to dribble the ball through. So once you stop her dribble, oh, what a play there, and that's going to be backcourt.
Kaya Smith steals it, but a backcourt violation.
Yeah, that's a great call by the referee, actually, because you have to have both feet established in the front court when you catch the ball, or before you catch the ball, I should say. So Bynum didn't even have her feet in there. She was just kind of walking across. So really good call by the referee, actually. I was impressed by that one.
Yeah, and we had a good sight of it. We're right here at the center. It is 20-11. Blackstone misses the 3 as time expires. We'll be back at the start of the second quarter. All right, Matt Trudell, Mark Winkle back with you here on the campus of Frederick Community College, who is hosting the Region 20 Division II tournament this weekend. We have 4 games today, 2 games tomorrow, so make sure you stay tuned. Ashley Dickey receives the inbound pass from Staten, and we are back underway. The Knights have a chance to stretch their lead to double digits and make it their largest lead of the game. Gray crosses over Mallet. Mallet stays with her, gets a hand on the ball. There you go, a late foul. Foul is on Micaiah Mallet. That's her first foul. Two free throws coming to Gray.
Now we were talking pregame about these two coaches. I would argue that these are the 2 best coaches in Region 20 for women's basketball. They are both really talented. They're great recruiters, great coaches, but they are also quite vociferous ones. And you will hear their voices throughout these games.
Both coaches turn their programs around and have them competing, towards the top of Region 20. Missed free throw. They call a foul on Julia Harrington. That is her second foul, so something to continue to monitor. Gray looking to inbound it for the Knights. Gets it out to Dickey. Dickey gets it to Blackstone. Blackstone open for three along the baseline. She hits it. 12-point lead for this Knights team. Kaya Smith needs to be bailed out. She gets it smacked away. Gets it up to Corcoran with a second to spare. Now Harmon. Harmon's going to dribble it. Hand it off to Smith. Smith takes it under the basket. And it is a turnover by the Dragons.
Yeah, and you just see that full court press just being suffocating for the Knights. As soon as Nakaya Smith picks up her dribble, she is just surrounded by Knights and has nowhere to go with it. She got lucky that the ball got tipped away from her hand and then still was able to go through.
Tyler Gray now with it. Good drive towards the center. Tries to split the defenders, gets it to Dickey. And Dickey gets fouled by Kaya Smith. That'll be her first foul.
8-2 in terms of fouls called right now. 8 against Howard, 2 against Essex.
Dickey gets the inbound from Blackstone. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Now Staten, she's going to drive, kicks it out to Dickey, and a travel is called on the Knights.
We talked about the needing to be a low-scoring game for Howard to stay in it. It was a low-scoring first quarter. They did a pretty good job of holding him. Again, Howard just has got to stop turning the ball over. If they can take care of the ball and get some more shots rather than turnovers, then they actually have a chance here. But
Blackstone gets the block on Mallet. Dickey heading the other way. Drops it back to Blackstone. Blackstone for three, and she hits that one.
now if Blackstone starts to get hot and hits everything, then we're going to have a totally different story.
Full timeout called by Coach Barnes. 26-11, 8:27 left in the first half. We'll be back. All right, welcome back. It will be Dragons ball out of this full timeout. Dragons are down by 15. Kalani Corcoran is going to inbound the ball. So far, the Knights are staying back. I have a feeling that it's going to turn into some pressure here soon. That's exactly what they want to do. And Harmon gets the easy pass from Smith. And we're underway.
For the Dragons, well prepared there. Coach Barnes had them aware of what might come, and good job by Nakaya Smith to get through that trap. Now can they get a good shot off in this possession?
Harmon looking for some help. She's going to drive in, throws up a shot off the backboard. Tough shot. Sydney Harmon gets it to go. Yep. She is such improved this season.
Yeah, early season we saw Sydney Harmon playing a little bit tentative, not really confident in her play. Totally different Harmon now. She feels good when she has the ball in her hands and knows that she can go up and hit a jump shot, go to the basket, make a layup.
Good kick out by Gray and a deep two by Glover.
So impressed with Tyler Gray's game. Again, just being able to slice through the zone defense there and kick it out to a wide open player for the jump shot.
Knocked out of bounds by the Knights, so it'll be Dragons ball.
Howard still trying to go with the over-the-top long passes, and against the athleticism of these Essex Knights teams and their aggressiveness, it's just not going to work. That's got to be a foul.
A foul is called.
We had a great look at that one right in front of us.
Yep. Number 5, Tyler Gray.
You know, we're covering 6 games in 2 days here. Over/under on, we'll say, 2 people jumping into this the table right here and getting right in our faces.
Tuesday night we had a visitor, so I would imagine, I'm going to say like at 3 of the games.
Okay.
All right, Corcoran looking to inbounds it right into Gray, and Gray throws it out of bounds. All right, Corcoran throws it in. Kaya Smith is able to get it this time. She gets it across the line, stops, pops a mid-range jumper, misses that. Rebounded by Gray of the Knights, and now they're pushing it up. Hammond, and a travel. Corcoran now inbounds it up to Harrington, and she bounces it. Corcoran wasn't ready for it, and now Blackstone heading the other way. She takes it all the way, misses it. Harrington gets the rebound. Good move by Kalani Corcoran to get around Hammond. And she's going to pick up her dribble, and they call a foul on number 2, Tiffany Hammond.
Have to say, Howard had the opportunity for a fast break chance there. It was a 5-on-2 breakaway, and Corcoran just didn't seem very confident in going towards the basket there. She pulled that one out. There was definitely an opportunity to be more aggressive, and I just have to wonder if it's because of the Essex Knights defense that they've been showing today that she doesn't have that, that aggressiveness to go forward. Maybe she just doesn't feel like she can get into the paint that way. It's not really Corcoran's game. She's more of an outside shooter, but Howard has got to try to find a way to get to the rim more. And especially they missed a chance there.
Mallett gets it into Corcoran. Corcoran will shoot a 3, misses that. Rebound goes to Micaiah Mallett. She misses the putback, and Glover comes down with it. Blackstone brings it up the court. Now Hammond over to Hawthorne, who just came back into the game. She misses the 3, and the rebound comes down to Kaya Smith. Kaya brings all the way, gets fouled. So she will be going to the line for 2 free throws.
And Essex coming in very well prepared. They know one of the best ways to beat that 2-3 zone is if you overload on one side. So you pass to the elbow on the wing there. That player on the on the near side has to come out there. You've got somebody else in the corner, that quick pass over, and you've got a wide open 3-pointer. I'm assuming that Essex will be doing that throughout the game because that's just a great opportunity for them to get wide open 3-pointers.
Tyler Gray was called for the foul. That's her second. Kaya Smith makes the first free throw. Smith for the second free throw, makes that one. Both are good. And now Gray gets the ball. Dragons running a bit of full court pressure. It gets broken rather easily by this Knights team. Now Blackstone. Gray at the point. Being guarded by Sarah Deese, who just came in for Micaiah Mallett. Gray gets around her. Kicks it out to Glover. Glover, mid-range 2, misses it. Offensive rebound goes to Gray. She misses that, and Harrington comes down with the rebound. That was a kick ball.
And again, we see players flying all over the court. The energy is certainly there, but
about shot clock.
Ashley Dickey will come in for Tyler Gray.
14 offensive rebounds so far for Essex. Just an unreal number. And they haven't really even taken advantage of it. Like, a lot of their chances off of offensive rebounds haven't gone in, but there have been enough where those second chance points just really come back to haunt you if you're the Dragons.
Kaya Smith gets it to Harrington. Harrington drives, misses the shot. Hawthorne comes down with the rebound, and now Ashley Dickey heading the other way for the Knights, and that is a travel by Cassandra Hawthorne.
Yeah, Hawthorne trying to argue that she had a 1-2, but that gather was with the first step and then took 2 to set herself.
Corcoran gets it into Sarah Deese. Deese gets it to Harrington. And now Kaya Smith, 23 seconds on the shot clock. Dragons down 28-15. Deese needs some help. Bounces it over to Harmon. Harmon gets it back to Deese. Deese is going to drive baseline, tries the reverse layup, misses it, gets her own offensive rebound. Now Kaya Smith, floater, off the backboard and in. Good shot by Kaya Smith, tough.
Yeah, she got hacked a couple of times there, able to go through the contact, still puts the floater off the glass. A big time play from Nakaya Smith, up to 9 points for the point guard.
Dickey now is going to get a pick from, and an offensive foul called on Glover. Stuck her knee out as Kaya Smith got good positioning. So Dragons can cut it to single digits. Staten and Gray come back into the game for Hawthorne and Glover.
Bit of a smaller lineup for both teams right now. A whole lot of guards out there. You'd think that Howard still has Harrington and Harmon out there. You'd think that this is their opportunity to try to work it into the paint more and get it to their forwards.
Kaya Smith gets stripped. Blackstone heading the other way. And she makes it. So now heading the other way. Kaya Smith with the Dragons gets it across the line. Coach Barnes calls out a play. Kalani Corcoran going to drive baseline. They're going to call block. She's going to have 2 free throws coming her way.
We were just talking earlier about how Corcoran has just been settling for outside shots, needed to get inside. There she does there, and is able to draw the foul, and will get a couple of free throws.
Nasia Staten picks up her first foul. Corcoran, free throws coming her way. She is 63% from the free throw line this year. First free throw. Gets the friendly roll. She had the friendly roll off the 3 and the friendly roll here.
Yeah, Howard played their quarterfinal game here on Tuesday, so I think she's got a little, a little familiarity with these rims before. All joking aside, it does help a lot to have that extra game in this arena. Get some familiarity, get the depth perception of this place. Certainly a good move by Howard to get that extra game in here before the tournament started.
Hammond gets blocked by Corcoran.
Cannot say enough how strong the Dragons are playing defensively. They're really putting their best effort out there, but the Knights are just too strong.
Dickey made a nice move after the steal on Sydney Harmon. And the foul is going to go on Sydney Harmon. Dickey misses the layup, so she will go to the line for 2. 64% free throw shooter.
Howard now with 3 players with 2 fouls each.
Dickey makes both free throws, 32-19. Micaiah Mallett comes in the game for Sydney Harmon. Heather Middleton comes in for Tiffany Hammond. Deese gets it over to Corcoran. Corcoran throws it deep to Smith. She gets it.
And again, I'll say that was another opportunity for Howard to try to push the pace and get to the rim there. It was a 4 versus 3, and they decided to pull it out and slow it down. I get you don't want to get into the Essex game of playing quick back and forth basketball, but sometimes if you have the opportunity for a fast break basket, you got to go for it.
5 seconds on the shot clock. Middleton definitely fouls Micaiah Mallett.
And that was a bailout there. The Dragons had 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Mallett was dribbling to the corner, had nowhere to go with it, so probably would have been better for Middleton to just back off a little bit and just not take that foul.
So 2 shots coming Micaiah Mallett's way. Misses the first one. Misses both of them. Kaya Smith taps it back to Mallett. Mallett goes up, misses the shot, but she will go to the line for 2 more free throws. Fouls on number 10, that's Ashley Dickey. That's her first foul. Micaiah Mallett makes the first free throw. Gets that one to go. So had a redo, cuts it to an 11-point game. Gray gets fouled by Kaya Smith. That is her second foul.
Referees calling this one tight so far. I don't think either coach is happy with it right now, but at least it has been consistently tight. You have to give the referees that. Again, it's if you look at the shooting percentages, field goal percentage, three-point percentage, free throw percentage, almost all of those numbers are identical for the two teams. The biggest difference is just volume because the Dragons keep turning the ball over and the Knights keep getting these extra opportunities on offensive rebounds. That's the biggest difference between these two teams right now.
The Dragons have 15 turnovers so far in the first half. It is, but their defense has forced 10, so that is, you know, a good sign for the Dragons here. Down by 13, 10 seconds left. Ashley Dickey just steals it. They're going to call a jump ball.
Should I say it again?
Yeah.
I'm going to say it again. It is the default of women's basketball referees. Just anytime it's anywhere remotely close to a held ball, they're going to call it every single time. That looked like a clean steal, maybe even a foul against Howard. The Essex player was going the opposite way for the pick six, and they're going to call a held ball. Just
Corcoran gets it in, 6 seconds left. Kaya Smith shoots a 3, misses it. Rebound, and she gets her own offensive rebound off the miss, misses that. Harrington pulls down the rebound, but they're going to call a foul.
So the shot clock had a short buzzer, but it was because the ball was up in the air. Howard kept playing through it. Essex stopped playing. I don't know not sure what the call is right now. Have the referees even decided who has the ball? Now they're going to call a foul against Essex?
Okay.
That is her third foul. So Gray has her third foul. She's going to have to come out.
And Harrington will get 2 free throws. I initially, when I saw it, it looked like a foul. So I thought that they were going to call it on Essex, but
It's one of those bizarre plays again because Howard just kept playing through it, and Essex just stopped until they realized that Howard just kept getting offensive rebounds and putting the ball back up, and they're like, okay, maybe we should also play, and that's when the foul occurred. But I think everybody was kind of distracted by what was going on.
I think Coach Barnes has been so used to her team getting fouls called on them, she thought it was called on her team. Harrington misses both of them. Rebound goes down to Staten. Dickey almost loses it. has to pick up her dribble, gets it to Staten, and she gets it back. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first half. Dragons are down by 13, and an offensive foul is going to be called on number 13, Alexandra Wilkinson.
And Wilkinson had the position. She wasn't moving. The only reason that was called a foul against her because she had her elbows up and put her elbows out for it. If she just stood there and held the position, it would have been totally fine. There was a perfectly good screen, but she put the elbows up, and that's going to get called every time.
Deese gets the long pass from Smith, and it's stolen away. Ashley Dickey heading the other way, and she gets fouled.
And now the foul troubles of the Dragons are really going to come through as Harrington picks up her third foul.
Yeah.
That's a huge one for Howard.
I understand making them earn it, but when you already have 2 fouls, you're just trying to get to halftime with those 2 fouls.
Absolutely, that's a good call. There's such a thing as a good foul and there's a bad foul. Yeah, maybe, in a different situation that would have been a good foul, but when you're already at 2 before halftime, that certainly goes into the latter category.
Yeah. Dickey, next free throw, makes that one. Coming into the game is number 22, Dakira Lancaster for Heather Middleton. Sarah Deese inbounds it to Kaya Smith. Gets it up to Corcoran. Corcoran's able to get across the line. Over to Micaiah Mallett. Micaiah Mallett takes on her defender, gets it to drop.
Hey, look at that. The Dragons decided to push it on a fast break and score a basket. What a concept.
Staten for 3, misses it on the front rim. Corcoran comes down with the rebound. She's going to push it up the court herself. Gets it over to Harmon. Harmon looks for the pass, gets it back out to Kaya Smith. Corcoran, Mallett. Deese inside to Harmon, gets tipped away. And now Ashley Dickey heading the other way. Misses it. Corcoran pulls down the rebound. Gets it to Kaya Smith. Nice dribble behind her back. She's going to take it. Now Micaiah Mallett across the lane. And they're going to call a travel on her. Nope, they call a foul.
I'm going to have to side with Coach Sini on that one. That was definitely a big 3 steps there that Mallett got away with and ended up getting bailed out in the foul. I will say Wilkinson played perfect defense on the previous one where she denied the pass inside by poking it away, and it was just great defense. That one, I mean, it looked like she was in pretty good position also, but the 3rd step kind of threw her off.
Wilkinson picks up her 2nd foul. Micaiah Mallett makes her free throw. Misses that one. Rebound goes to. It goes off of Sydney Harmon, so it'll be Knight's ball, but excellent hustle by Sydney Harmon. Had a chance.
Knight's trying to slow it down a little bit, just seeing if they can get into a good offensive possession by just trying to find an open shot rather than pushing the pace that they usually like to do.
Dickey drives, she gets fouled. That's going to be on Kaya Smith.
And that's going to be her 3rd.
And that is just very tough. Tiffany Hammond will come into the game for number 22, Dakira Lancaster.
This has been a really good game so far. It's been a tight contest. Yeah, Essex has a little bit of a lead, but this is exactly where Howard needed to be to try to stick with it, to have a chance. That being said, if these players keep getting fouls and you start seeing these starters fouling out, there's no depth on Howard to really stick with it. They've only brought 7 rostered players. If you have a player like Julia Harrington or Nakaya Smith foul out, there's not going to be a game left really to be contested.
Yeah. Corcoran able to save it, but then it's almost stolen away. Blackstone, and then Blackstone does steal it, gets it to Hammond, and then there's a backcourt violation on the Knights. And a technical foul is called on Coach Sini of the Knights. Kaya Smith is going to get the free throws.
I actually think it was a really good call by the referee because the player had possession of the ball and then stepped over the line. She had both feet in the front court, then had 1 foot go onto the half-court line. I think it was a great call by the referees. Coach Sini expressed his dissatisfaction with the call in a way that you are not allowed to the referees, and got with the technical foul called on him. And that will happen. You got to know better.
Kaya Smith with the first free throw coming her way. Makes that one. Makes the second one. And Dragons will have the ball. .51 seconds left in the first half. Corcoran gets it into Kaya Smith. Now Mallet almost throws it away. Corcoran's able to get now down low to Harmon. She gets it back out to Deese. Deese for 3. Misses it. Harmon gets it, throws it in, but they are going to call. Oh no, they said it's out of bounds.
I was going to say, for a second, I thought they were going to call a
push.
Yeah, on the foul. And I think Coach Sini would have lost his mind if that was called.
Dickey now gets the inbound, 30 seconds. It's a slight difference when you shot clock and game clock. Kaya Smith holding hands behind her back. Now Wilkinson throws it down low. It is a turnover. Nope, now it's a turnover. Kaya Smith now with the steal. She's going to shoot a 3. Misses it. Rebound goes to Staten. Throws it up. Almost a little too far, but Blackstone's able to get it. And she takes it all the way. Misses it. Offensive rebound to Wilkinson.
Oh, no. That's going to be a foul on Smith.
Offensive foul.
Wow.
Wilkinson gets called for going over the back.
I thought for a second that Smith was going to be called for the foul for her 4th, and that was just going to be devastating to Howard. But now we're going to see if the clock comes into play here.
0.3 seconds is going back on the clock. So you're thinking just an inbound here.
And because of that, it's going to actually, so they're going to say that Smith actually got the rebound, had possession, and now she's going to get free throws out of it.
Misses the first one. Such a friendly call to the Dragons here with 0.3 seconds left in the first half. Tuesday night, the Dragons hit a 3 to take the lead going into halftime. It sparked them. Dragons are able to cut it to a 10-point lead. And we are at halftime, 37-27. The #1 seed Knights are up by 10 points. We will be back shortly.
All right, joined here by assistant coach Arthur Fitzhugh of the Knights. Coach, what do you think of that first half?
It was really interesting. Needless to say, we had a pretty good first quarter. The tempo and the pace slowed down quite a bit second quarter. A lot of foul calls.
Yeah. So your defense doing a great job. Forced 18 turnovers. You're getting a whole lot of offensive rebounds, 15 offensive rebounds. You're getting plenty of chances to shoot. You're not making them quite at the clip that you guys normally do. Are you feeling good about where you're at as in terms of your team strategy?
Absolutely. I think we just got to settle down and make shots. We had a lot of things happen today, and I think we really got up to play the game. And I think once we settle down and make the shots that we're capable of making, we'll probably extend our lead a little bit.
So you played Howard in the regular season. You won by 20, but it was a close game throughout. We have another close game here. I mean, are you feeling confident going to the second half? But this is a Howard team that's really been kind of giving you a tough time, where many teams haven't.
Howard is always tough. They always play hard. I think that it'll be tough for them to stay with us in terms of our scoring because those shots that we missed, we normally make. And I think once we get in here and make some adjustments and settle down and catch our breath, we'll be able to make some more shots, and I think that'll be the difference.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We'll be back with you after this halftime break. All right, joined here by Howard Community College Dragons assistant coach Connor Rice. Coach, tell me, what do you think of that first half there?
Pretty rough first half. Little chippy on both sides, a lot of fouls. I think if we can put our press break a little bit better, our spacing against their press a little bit better, taking care of the ball. A lot of their offensive rebounds are long rebounds off of their threes, so I think really it's more of like a loose ball scenario. If we can get after that, limit some offensive rebounds, limit the turnovers, we had 18. If you play a really good team like Essex, hard to win that way. So I think limit our turnovers, get better spacing against their press, really get after those rebounds off the long threes.
Yeah, those 18 turnovers are definitely killing you, as well as the offensive rebounds. What strategy do you have to limit those turnovers in the second half?
Really, it's clean up the spacing. I think the closer we are together, the easier it is for one defender to guard two offensive players. Right? I think it's as simple as space the floor a little bit better, get the ball in the middle if possible, and really just loosen up the defense before they can trap you.
Offensively, you're hanging with one of the best teams in the entire country. You're only down 10 points, but you've only scored 27 points. What strategy do you have to put a few more points on the board to try to come back and win this?
Running the floor in transition is the easiest way to score. They're a very good team. They can play in the half court well. We've had a tough time in the half court. So if we can get in transition off of any rebound, get in transition, that opens up way more for us.
Good luck in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Welcome everybody back into the Athletic Center here on the campus of Frederick Community College. Matt Trudell, Mark Winkle back with you. The number 1 seed Knights, 37. The number 4 seed Dragons, 27. Some first half stats. Kaya Smith, 12 points for the Dragons, leads tied with Faith Blackstone. Both of them have 12 points, but she has 3 fouls, so that is going to be really tough. Moving forward, both teams shot around the same percentage, 26.9 for the Dragons, 27 for the Knights. Dragons 18 turnovers in the first half. They're very lucky to be down by 10 points, only 10 points. We are back underway. Knights have the first possession of the second half. Tiffany Hammond gets it over to Blackstone. Blackstone for 3, misses it. Offensive rebound goes to Glover. Glover gets blocked by Sydney Harmon, and now Micaiah Mallett heading the other way for the Dragons. All the way up to Julia Harrington. She gets fouled, and she has a chance for a 3-point play.
You know, I just sat here with Coach Connor Rice of the Dragons, and I asked him, how do you plan on getting some more points on the board? He said transition baskets. What do? First possession out, a great block by Sydney Harmon, strong play to get the ball back, and immediately toss it up. That's a great pass by Mallett. Harrington running the court to get her first point of the game, but that's just a big play for Howard to set the tone of the second half.
Missed it. Offensive rebound goes to Micaiah Mallett, and she will have 2 shots coming her way, so a very good high-energy performance early on in the second half for the Dragons. Staten picks up that foul. The first foul of the half went to Hammond. So both of them picked up their second foul.
Find it interesting that Howard switched to a 1-3-1 zone there to start the second half, trying to get some players out on the wing a little bit more. It did open up the middle for Glover to get the offensive rebound on that last possession, so I wonder if Howard will kind of try to find the balance of contesting on those threes, but also making sure you get those defensive rebounds.
Both free throws are good, and just like that, the 10-point lead is down to 6. Gray now with the ball for Essex. Gets it over to Staten. She thought about a 3. Now Hammond will shoot a 3. Misses it. Battle for the rebound. Goes down to Blackstone. She bounces over to Hammond. Hammond might have another shot. Nope, she steps in. Mid-range 3. She hits it and will have a chance at 3-point play, and that's Kaya Smith's 4th
That
foul.
is going to be her 4th. And that is just devastating for Howard.
50 seconds into the second half, Kaya Smith. Tiffany Hammond will have a chance at a three-point play here. And she makes it. So a three-point play back up to 9. Kalani Corcoran now. Harrington gets trapped. She needs help. It's turned over. Hammond now passes it to Blackstone. Blackstone misses the shot at the rim, and Corcoran gets the rebound. Kaya Smith driving all the way down. She gets blocked by Staten.
And we saw once again that Howard 1-3-1 zone did a good job contesting the shots, but giving up more offensive rebounds. Look for Glover to really have a strong second half here if she's able to keep doing that in the paint.
Mallet inbounds it. Now Sydney Harmon along the baseline. Tough shot. Misses it. Gets her own offensive rebound. Now Harrington. Floater. Gets it off the backboard and has a chance at a three-point play. Foul is going to be on 33. That is Glover. Cassandra Hawthorne's going to come into the game for Staten. Sarah Deese will come in for Kaya Smith. We'll see how long Coach Barnes wants to keep Kaya Smith on the bench. But her hands are kind of tied right now.
Yeah, you know, Howard is very top-heavy in terms of their scoring. They rely really on their starting five. Harrington with no points in the first half. Not much of an impact. Coming right out here, scoring first two baskets quickly in the second half, and Howard will need a lot more of that from Harrington to have a chance.
Tough take by Blackstone. The Dragons are going to need a lot out of Micaiah Mallet with Kaya Smith on the bench, I believe.
And it looks like Mallet might actually be running the point guard duties for Howard right now.
Gets it down low to Harmon, who gets it over to Corcoran. Corcoran for three. Misses that one. Battle for the rebound. Gray pulls it down for the Knights, and she's going to push it. Gets it over to Hammond. Hammond for three. Misses that one.
Oh, it's a push in the back.
Glover got away with the push in the back, but will go out of bounds, and it will be Dragons ball.
My goodness, that was a two-arm shove into the back that was totally missed.
You could tell one by, you know, the person that she pushed, but then also how much of a bounce she got to the ball.
Well, that's a backcourt violation that was just missed.
Deese gets it over to Corcoran. Corcoran's going to drive, bounces it to Harmon. Harmon, and she travels.
Yeah. As soon as she picked up her dribble, she lost her pivot foot and just slid it across the court.
9-point lead by this Essex team. As we said, coming in 30-1 on the season. Number 2 ranked team in the nation. Now Gray kicks it out to Hammond. Hammond for three, and she hits that one.
Hammond up to 15 points, 4 made free or 3-pointers. The scoring threat that Essex needed to start getting this team going a little bit more.
A turnover, Blackstone. Nice reverse layup. And just like that, it's back to a 14-point lead.
And that's just Blackstone being so athletic, so lanky. Just all of her athleticism put on display there. She's just able to get around and get to the basket.
Sydney Harmon, nice take on the other end, temporarily stops the bleeding. Now Blackstone dribbles between her legs, kicks it out to Hammond. Now Hawthorne, back to Hammond. Hammond's open for three. She misses that one. Micaiah Mallet comes down with the rebound.
Look at Micaiah Mallet being a forward on defense and the point guard on offense, just showing a little bit of everything. Oh, look at that.
Misses the layup, though. Rebounded by Blackstone. And Micaiah Mallet, if they call that on her, that's her second foul. Yep, it is their second foul.
Wasn't much of a break for Smith after all.
She's going to come in for Harrington. Dickey comes in for Glover. So both teams subbing a small for a big. And now Gray is going to bring it up.
Dickey with 7 points, all of which from the free throw line.
Dickey over to Gray. Gray steps in, pops a mid-range jumper, misses that. Rebound goes to Hawthorne. And now Blackstone's open for three. Misses that one. Offensive rebound almost went to Essex. Same team. They knock it out of bounds. It'll be Dragons ball.
Yeah, Hawthorne had a great box out for the offensive rebound. Just couldn't quite grab it with two hands. Just went off of her fingertips.
Rachel Bynum will come in for Sarah Deese. A timeout is called by Coach Sini. A full timeout. We're going to step away. 47-35. Essex up 12. All right, Matt Trudell, Mark Winkle back with you. Mark, a little stat I was looking at during the break, the Knights have a 20-point advantage in points off turnovers, 24-4. They are also 18 offensive rebounds to 12. And the turnovers, they have not committed a turnover here in the second half so far. The Dragons have committed 3. Kaya Smith is back in, has to play very carefully. Micaiah Malik gets it down low to Harmon. Harmon misses the shot. Now Blackstone heading the other way.
Yeah, and you said it. Turnovers and rebounds are the story of this game so far. Nothing else really has separated these teams except for those two.
Hawthorne hits a tough shot along the baseline. Now Kaya Smith gets the ball, gets it back over to Corcoran. Gets it up to Bynum. And now Coach Barnes calls out a play for her team. Micaiah Malik gets it. Over to Corcoran, almost tapped away by Hammond, and it's thrown over the hands of Sydney Harmon. It's a little rush there.
Yeah, Corcoran just a little sloppy with the ball. It's her 7th turnover of the game. Just needs to do a little bit better job, or maybe a lot better job of taking care of possession for Howard.
Hawthorne kicked it out to Hammond. Hammond misses the 3. Blackstone gets the offensive rebound. And now a travel is called on the Knights and Cassandra Hawthorne.
It just, anytime that Nakia Smith is near the play and hear the whistle blown, it just sends a little bit of a uh-oh kind of moment. With Smith with 4 fouls. If she fouls out, Howard's going to have a really tough time of it.
Julia Harrington comes back in the game for Bynum. Kaya Smith got fouled rather hard along the baseline. That is Cassandra Hawthorne's 2nd foul. Bounces inside, it goes out of bounds off of Julia Harrington's leg. So it will be Knights ball.
And that's just a great play by Blackstone as she read that pass all the way, had active hands, able to get a touch on it.
Tyler Gray gets it up to Hammond, who's left open for 3. Sydney Harmon tried her best, but she hits it. And now Kaya Smith getting swarmed. She gets it across the line, is able to get, nice little crossover move. Down low to Micaiah Malik. She pump fakes, goes up, gets blocked, gets it back. She gets it blocked again. And Hawthorne heading the other way for the Knights. And they're going to call a foul on Julia Harrington.
And now Harrington's got 4 fouls for Howard.
So that is big. Coach Barnes calls a timeout. It's a full timeout. We're going to step away. 52-35, 4:26 left in the third quarter. Essex up. Welcome back here to Frederick Community College. The first game of 4 today, the first of the women's semifinal matchup. The winner of this game will play the winner of the Montgomery and is it Chesapeake? No,
Garrett.
Garrett. Montgomery and Garrett, which comes on at 3 o'clock here today, and they will play them tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Hawthorne, first free throw. In and out. So Dragons have 2 players with 4 fouls, 2 of their high-producing players right now. That is something to monitor. A missed free throw, both of them, and Hawthorne had a lane violation, so it will be Dragons ball. Corcoran gets it up to Mallet, and now Kaya Smith slows it down. Coach Barnes calls out a play. Corcoran on motion. Harrington back to Smith. Smith gets a pick from Harrington. She's going to step back, gets it to Corcoran for 3. A little too strong, and the rebound goes to Ashley Dickey of the Knights, and she pushes it up. Now Blackstone over to Gray. Gray thought about it. Now she will shoot the 3. Misses it, and Smith gets the rebound for the Dragons. She'll slow it down, gets it to Harrington. Now Corcoran. And an offensive foul on Kalani Corcoran.
That's a good call. Coach Barnes is going to argue it, but Corcoran put her elbow right into the Essex player's face. You got to call that every time.
Back on the way, Tyler Gray gets it across the line. Gray gets around all the defenders, splits a couple, draws some contact, misses it, and I think it's on Sydney Harmon. That is her 3rd foul. And Gray will go to the line. She makes the first one. And she is now up to 4 points, but she has 5 assists and 8 rebounds in this game. Tyler Gray playing a excellent point guard job today. Now Micaiah Mallet on the other end gets it to go, and she will have a chance at a 3-point play. Foul is going to be on number 12. That is Faith Blackstone. That's her first foul of the game. Kai Mallet makes it a 3-point play. Gray brings it up the court. Now Ashley Dickey out to Gray. Blackstone gets the pass back. She will shoot a three, and she hits that one. 21 points on the game. I'm sorry. 19 points on the game for Blackstone here, so she equals her average. Nice pass by Kaya Smith to Micaiah Mallon. She gets it to go.
Dragons are really trying to push the pace. If they get through that full court press, they're taking advantage of the numbers, and it's been effective.
Missed three by Hammond. Harrington comes down with the rebound. Kaya Smith gets it up to Corcoran. She's going to spin back out and gets it to the trailing Mallet. Mallet's going to dribble around the defender, miss the layup, and then a rebound will end up in Cassandra Hawthorne of the Knights' hands. And she loses control of it, but Ashley Dickey's able to have it. Mid-range jumper in the lane, misses it, and a rebound goes down to Sydney Harmon.
Essex just doesn't look overly comfortable or confident right now with the ball. It's strange for them as they're usually very much so. And now Howard, I think, just might be in their heads a little bit.
Kaya Smith gets a three. Tyler Gray back to Dickey. Now swings it over. Gray for three, misses it. Micaiah Mallett gets a rebound, but it's poked away by Gray. Got to be a little stronger with your rebound.
Yeah, you got to protect the ball there if you're Mallett. As soon as you grab that, you got to put it into your body and protect it.
Hammond misses the three. Corcoran gets the rebound. A nice pass by Corcoran. Now Smith stops, pops a deep shot, misses it, and Cassandra Hawthorne gets the rebound. Now Ashley Dickey takes it, gets some contact, misses it. Hawthorne cleans it up on the other side of the hoop.
And this is exactly the game that the Knights want right now, is the scramble drill, back and forth, hectic play. But the Knights thrive on it. Howard not used to it, as they usually try to slow it down and play more of a methodical game.
Under a minute left in this third quarter. Dragons with the ball. Kaya Smith yelling. Wants her team to run the play. 7 seconds left. She's got to take it her own. Shoots a difficult two, misses it. It gets knocked out of bounds. It will stay with the Dragons, but they have 1 second on the shot clock. Sarah Deese will come in for Sydney Harmon.
Howard's got to do their best tip drill here.
Maybe try and leak Sarah Deese out into somewhere. Corcoran looking for the inbound pass, gets it out to Smith. Smith will shoot the three, misses it. Rebounded by Gray. Now Dickey heading the other way, and she misses the layup. Harrington gets it, hands it off to Smith. 30 seconds left. 2 seconds between, actually about a second and a half between shot clock and game clock. Micaiah Mallett now driving baseline and throws it away to Gray with the steal. Gray is just lighting up the stat sheet. Coach Senni wants the last shot of this quarter. His team up 16 points. Gray continues to go and drives, gets around the defenders, gets an easy layup at the end of the day. And that is the end of the third quarter. An 8-point lead by the #1 seed, #2 team in the country, the Knights, 61-43. We'll be back to the start of the fourth quarter. All right, Matt Trudell, Mark Winkle back here with you for the start of the fourth quarter in this first game of the women's semifinal of Region 20.
And I'll tell you what, if this is a sign of things to come, we're going to have a whole lot of action and certainly some exciting basketball heading our way, as I think most pundits would have come into this game thinking that this would have been a little bit more one-sided. Give Howard a lot of credit. They are sticking with the Knights. Again, this is the number 2 team in the entire NJCAA Division II in the Knights. So for Howard to really keep this close, put the Knights in a position where they've got to fight for every possession and to stick with it, it's you got to give them a lot of credit.
An offensive foul on Micaiah Mallett. That's 3 fouls for her. Gray bringing it up the court for the Knights.
I imagine the Knights want to get Anasia Staten the ball a little bit more. She's been a little quiet tonight with only 5 points. Was the February Region 20 Division II Player of the Month.
Blackstone over to Gray. Gray kicks it out to Blackstone. Deep 3. Misses that. Good positioning by Glover. She gets the offensive putback.
And that's what Glover gives this Knights team. She gives that inside presence, the ability to really go get those rebounds and just be a force. And right now, without Sydney Harmon on the court for Howard, Glover should have her way in the paint.
Now Harrington gets it over to Mallett. Corcoran inside to Harrington, turnaround jumper. Does not get it to go. Micaiah Mallett got smacked on the face. Did they just call a foul on? Okay.
Yeah.
He pointed the wrong way. I think Coach Barnes might have passed out in anger in that one. So it'll be Dragons ball. Staten picks up a foul. So it'd be Dragons ball. Shot clock reset to 20 seconds. Corcoran gets it into Mallett. Mallett looks like she got some contact on the arm. They're going to say it's out of bounds off of the Knights.
And now the Knights are starting to load up on those blocks. That's Blackstone second, the team's 7th on blocks. Howard trying to get into the paint, but the Knights are standing up tall to it.
Kaya Smith over to Deese. Deese gets a double pick. She's going to take it, gets it blocked by Glover, so it'll be out of bounds. It'll be Dragons ball again. 6 seconds on the shot clock.
For Howard, they're probably going to try to look to get it on the perimeter and just get an outside shot here, and there it is.
Deese for 3, misses it. Rebound goes to Blackstone. She gets it to Hammond, and heading the other way is the Knights. Hammond drops it back to Blackstone. Blackstone for 3, misses it. Rebound goes to Harrington. And then it's stolen away by Hammond on the pass to Deese. And they're going to slow it down. Middleton for 3, hits that one. And that is something you do not want to see if you are the Dragons, because the first time they played, she hit one and then she did not miss.
Yeah.
Nice save by Deese on the
Middleton, just her 2nd shot of the game.
And Micaiah Mallett gets the shot to drop, and she'll have a chance at a 3-point play. Foul is going to be on number 33, Glover. That is her 2nd foul.
Mallett a little bit quiet for her standards in the first half, but she is starting to turn it on right now and seeing if she can will her team back into this.
Correction, the PA announcer just said it was her 3rd foul. Makes it a 3-point play. Dragons are down by 20 points to this Knights team. Middleton now, over to Gray. Now Middleton will have another go at it for 3, and she hits that one.
Matt, when you're right, my man. Once she hits that first one, then Middleton is just that kind of player where her confidence just skyrockets and just thinks that she can make everything, and she probably can.
It's a steal. Blackstone gets the easy layup on the other end. Kaya Smith gets it across the line, gets it to Harmon, back to Harrington. And resets the Dragons, and it's a turnover. Now Hammond heading the other way. We'll get a layup on the other end. A quick little run by this Knights team. And Coach Barnes calls a 30-second timeout.
We talk about over and over how the Dragons done such a good job keeping it close, stay within striking range. But this is what the Knights do. You give them just that little bit of an inch, you start to break down a little bit, maybe get a little bit tired, and all of a sudden the Knights just take advantage of it. They are lethal. They are vicious in terms of basketball play. You give them just that little opening, and they are just going to make you suffer for it. We were talking about a 10-point game here at halftime. Yep. It was close throughout the third quarter, and now they're just pulling away just by that little bit of a letdown that the Dragons gave.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And, again, you have Heather Middleton come off the bench, drop 6 quick points. That is such a benefit to your team.
And you have the consistent scoring of Faith Blackstone. She's just involved in most of these plays going in. The ability to score inside and out, she's such a hard player to defend. You're having to try to come out at her on the wing, up top. She'll shoot from anywhere, but then you come out at her too much, she'll drive the baseline on you, she'll go through the middle. She is probably the hardest player to guard in the entire NJCAA Division II for women's basketball, for my money.
Yeah. Yeah, she does not need a lot of space to get a shot off. She's very accurate. And her defense is good. So, what else do you want from a player? She's 1 rebound away from a double-double. Glover knocks it out of bounds over Maine Dragons ball. .7:02 left in this fourth quarter. Kaya Smith gets the inbound. Corcoran shoots the 3, in and out. Now Middleton for 3, hits that one. And now Kaya Smith over to Harmon, now Harrington, back to Smith. Kaya Smith gets it to Harrington, gets it back to her. Now Corcoran's going to drive. Gets a little contact, misses it. Harrington puts the putback up and misses it. So now Hammond heading the other way. Now Gray. Gray steps in. Now Middleton for a deep 3 again, misses that one. Put back by Blackstone, she misses it, and I think they're going to call a foul on Micaiah Mallett. Kaya Mallett, I believe, just picked up her 4th foul. That is Micaiah Mallett's 4th foul. Blackstone goes to the line. In and out on the first one. Kieran Walker came into the game for this Knights team. Missed both free throws by Blackstone, so that's a surprise. She's got a high percentage. Kaya Smith takes it all the way, misses it. Dickey gets the rebound. Now Dickey gets it over to Middleton. Middleton for deep 3, and she hits that one. And it is just brutal.
That is what Heather Middleton does. She comes into this fourth quarter, hits 3 threes, and yeah, this is the snowball effect for the Knights.
Now Corcoran. She's gonna drive. Misses that, and they call a charge on Kalani Corcoran. That'll be her 3rd foul. Wilkinson and Sierra Smith come into the game for the Knights, as they're going to get some of their players some rest for what they believe is the championship game tomorrow. Dickey gets it across the line, gets it to Walker. Walker over to Smith. Smith for three, misses it. Rebound goes to Wilkinson. She gets it up and in. And Coach Senni wanted a three-point opportunity. Smith now. Corcoran for three, misses it. Rebound goes to Dickey. And a foul is going to be called. That is on Sarah Deese. That's her third.
So now Howard with, you've got Smith, Harrington, and Mallet all with 4 fouls. You've got Corcoran, Harmon, and Deese with 3 fouls.
Here's a full timeout. We're going to step away. Dragons 46, Knights 81, 4:35 left in the fourth quarter.
Good.
All right, we are back. Matt Trudell, Mark Winkle. It will be Middleton looking to inbound for the Knights. And Kaya Smith almost gets a steal. Is able to knock it back. Now Dickey gets it across the line, gets it over to Walker. Good hands up for Sarah Deese. They're going to call an offensive foul on Kieran Walker. I felt like it could have went the other way.
Wait, she called black 10 and then he's pointing towards black ball.
I think it's white 1. We got some confusion. The refs are discussing. I think he called black 10 and he meant white 1. Oh, they're changing it. They're calling it on black 10. So that is Kalani Corcoran's 4th foul. There's a height difference there. First free throw down for Kieran Walker.
So now Corcoran, without touching anybody, joined the cadre of 4 foul players for Howard.
To be fair, I really did think it was a foul on HCC. I just thought it was a foul on
Yeah, it was definitely a foul on Deese.
So Corcoran comes out the game for Mallet. It's unfortunate. Kaya Smith gets it across the line. Over to Deese. Now Mallet inside to Harrington. Harrington inside to Mallet. Good pass by Harrington.
Yeah, that's where Harrington's at her best, when she can pick up the ball right there on the edge of the paint and then make a move.
Good ball movement by the Knights. A missed 3 for Walker. She somehow comes down with the offensive rebound, though. Now Dickey gets it back to Walker, who will shoot another 3. In and out there. Offensive rebound by Wilkinson. And she gets that to go. Kaya Smith gets it to Harmon. She struggles with it, but then she's fouled from behind by Middleton. Well, I presume Middleton.
I was going to say, you better wait until the referees actually call it right now. You never know.
They do call it. That is her 3rd. Sandra Hawthorne's going to come into a game for Ashley Dickey. Makes the free throw. Sydney Harmon will have a chance for another point here, get her team to 50. Misses that. They call a lane violation on Harrington, so 85-49, 3 minutes and 32 seconds left in this game. Walker bounces it down low to Wilkinson. She needs help, gets it inside to Hawthorne. And now Walker. Walker gets blocked by Sydney Harmon. Battle on the ground for it, and they're going to call your held ball.
Of course they are.
Hawthorne will inbound it. I would watch Middleton here for the simple fact that she's been inbounding it. Oh, they get it into Wilkinson. Out to Walker, extra pass to Middleton, and Middleton will
There's Middleton.
shoot the 3 and makes it.
You're right after all along. Never doubt yourself
Right?
there, Matt.
Smith takes it all the way, gets it to go. Up to Smith, Sierra Smith, now Hawthorne. Over to Walker, who gets the 3, but does not get it to go. Mallett comes down with the rebound. She's going to push it up. Now Smith for 3, misses that one, rebound by Hawthorne. Hawthorne's going to take it all the way and gets it to go.
What a coast-to-coast drive by Cassandra Hawthorne. Just saw that Howard wasn't quite set up and just took advantage, went right through the middle.
Middleton, I believe that's her 4th now. I believe Middleton, all 15 of her points are second half points.
You are absolutely right, yeah. She only took 1 shot in the first half and missed it, and then since then in the second half, 5 of 6 from 3-point range. Quite a player to bring off the bench.
Kaya Smith checks out for Rachel Bynum. First free throw is a miss for Mallett. She makes the second one.
Secondary.
Hawthorne. Walker looking inside, and there's going to be a foul on Sydney Harmon. That is her 4th foul.
So now the entire Howard starting 5, all with 4 fouls.
First free throw's good for Wilkinson. Makes the second one. Sarah Deese is going to bring it up for the Dragons. Harrington drops it off to Bynum. Now Mallett throws up a floater, too strong. Rebound goes to Walker, who gets it to Sierra Smith. Sierra Smith struggles with it, has to get it over to Walker. Walker throws up a quick shot, missed it. Wilkinson gets the rebound. Now Hawthorne for 3. Misses that. Dragons kind of fell asleep on defense, and that's got to be a charge.
Unless she's in the restricted zone, which is a very real possibility.
I believe they did call it a charge.
Yeah, you're right.
It is on Hawthorne. It was close.
It was very close. I believe the Essex coaching staff was trying to make that argument themselves.
Deese gets it over to Bynum. Back to Deese. Bynum hesitates, drives baseline. She gets blocked by Wilkinson. And now Walker heading the other way. Wilkinson for 3, and she hits that one.
All of a sudden, Wilkinson's up to 9 points.
And what can you do about that? You're not expecting her to shoot that shot. Deese to Bynum.
If you're playing CCBC Essex Knights, you need to expect every single person on the roster to shoot 3-pointers. That's just how they play.
Mallett now inside to Harmon. Harmon misses the shot. Wilkinson gets the rebound, and now Walker heading the other way. Walker gets it. That's a travel. Back to things that I expected. You don't get the ball that far away while they're running.
Again, you haven't watched much CCBC Essex women's basketball then, because they absolutely do, and they will shoot that thing. As Coach Cini has said multiple times tonight, shoot that thing.
Yeah. They shoot some of the most 3-point shots in Region 20, and in the nation as well. The foul is on number 13, Wilkinson. That's her 4th foul. Harrington will go to the line.
Wilkinson knows how to make the most out of her minutes. In 8 minutes of play, she's 3 of 3, has a 3-pointer, couple of free throws, 6 rebounds, 4 on the offensive side, a steal, a block, and 4 fouls. That's a full 8 minutes right there.
That is. Doesn't get either one of them to go. Now Walker, we're under a minute, 27 seconds. Coach Cini says no shots. They're going to let the shot clock run out. It'll be Dragons ball. So this Knights team will get to go, hit the showers, then come out and watch the next game and see who they will be playing tomorrow in the championship game. That will be at noon. 3 seconds left on the clock. Dragons will end their season 18-8, a very good season.
That was close on 3.3.
3.4 seconds left. Into Micaiah Mallett. She's just going to shoot a deep 3. Misses it, and that is your final here in Frederick, 95-52. And we'll be back with an interview with one of the coaches.
All right, Mark Winkle being joined by our player of the game, Faith Blackstone. Faith, that's a great game for you. 21 points, 10 rebounds, 6 steals. and a couple of blocks. And congratulations on the win. How you feeling right now?
I mean, we came here for this, so I think this is just a step forward. Never want to get comfortable, so yeah.
I mean, speaking of uncomfortable, after the first half, you're only ahead by 10. A low-scoring game by your standards. How are you feeling at halftime going into that second half, knowing that it was a pretty close game there?
Yeah, it's just separation with the score. We have a goal in mind. Every game we have to be up by a certain amount, and we just hold ourselves to that. So just going into the second half with that on our mind and executing.
Yes, that second half of your team really exploded. You had a really strong second half, both defensively and offensively. And now you get to go up and watch these two teams play against them.
Right.
Do you have somebody that you're rooting for here? Anybody that you want to face in that championship game?
No.
No?
No, I'm just neutral, It doesn't matter. We'll take on whoever.
I just have to ask you, your team is now 31-1, the number 2 team in the nation. You've played against some of the best teams around the nation. You've been traveling all over the country playing this season. Has that really helped prepare you for these tough games as you get into the postseason?
Yes, the preseason games where we traveled to Kansas really helped us. We had great competition there, so that helped us in moving forward with our season.
Well, congratulations,
Thank
and
you.
look forward to seeing you playing tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Faith Blackstone, again, our player of the game here. We will be back with you to wrap up this game and then get ready for our final semifinal game of the day.